In September of 2020, I did well, actually that's the finale, but all through 2020, early on in the YouTube era, we did an entire white sneaker series where we reviewed Common Projects, Ariat, Thursday, Crown Northampton, I'm forgetting all the names, Goral, right here, Archibald London Italics, and a few others. And at the end of it, in September, we did a big finale where we just compared all of them, gave away some awards, told you some to maybe stay away from, some to maybe consider. You know, we went through best built was Goral, the best value was Thursday, and the overall winner, we chose Crown Northampton. And when I did this video, I was like, you know, this is early, because I think it's before our first collaboration. It might have been around the first collaboration. I was like, I think you could make a perfect white sneaker. Like, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll make my perfect white sneaker. And I think we even talked about it. Yeah, would you buy my ultimate sneaker if I made it? Just gauging interest, 2,000 likes and 333 comments. And over the last 4 years, probably like at least once a week, but usually several times a week, we get either comments, DMs, emails asking, where's your perfect white sneaker? Where's it at? And the reason we haven't done it is not because there hasn't been opportunities, because we worked with Goral, we know the Crown Northampton guys really well, we know the Thursday guys really well, but the reason I never made my perfect white sneakers because they're kind of already perfected. There's a lot of really good ones out there. Like Crown Northampton, I'm actually filming an unboxing right after this one for Crown Northampton, and Goral, they kind of have it all covered. There's not much else you can do to make a high-end white sneaker, because both those brands do it about as good as humanly possible. And Thursday has a really affordable white sneakers, and so I just never found a reason to make it. And I didn't want to just make a product because I knew people would be interested in buying it just because we made it. I wanted it to actually be different or solve a problem and not just be that cash grab of like, oh, people want a white sneaker, let's throw my name on it. Like that's not, I don't like doing that at all, generally, you know. Even in our products, the collaborations, that's why all our collaborations are nuts. They're always so all over the place. It's because that's the most fun to do, and it's the only thing I have interest in. There's two problems with almost every single camera neck strap on the market. One is they're just all so ugly, just generally. And then two, they're just not very durable, putting your investment of your camera at risk every time you wear your neck strap. And so this year, I was like, I'm gonna finally design it. I'm gonna design a really simple, aesthetic looking little neck strap that still rolls in all the heritage good qualities, like the heavy duty leather, the hand sewing, everything that we've baked into every single one of our products at Anvil. Can we apply that to a simple neck strap? That's what we attempted to do with the slim neck strap. So we use belt thickness leather, 1/2-inch strap, hand sewn details down here, solid brass hardware, removable neck strap. And because we use such solid brass and we use this hard leather, it's about as durable as these giant camera harnesses because we use all the same techniques and we use all the same materials, but apply it to a small, lightweight neck strap and a wrist strap. So you get all the durability and resilience of hand sewing, really thick leather and solid brass, but you get all the beautiful aging and patina and the long-lasting aesthetic of high-quality leather that only gets better with time. It gets more comfortable with time, it gets more beautiful with time. It becomes very unique and distinct to you and how you use your product. And so if you want a camera strap that actually looks good, it's gonna be durable and it just looks better and gets more comfortable with age, check out the slim camera straps below, and thanks to Anvil for sponsoring this video. Then what is this, you might be wondering? This is a box from KOIO, because after that series, it just didn't seem like there was a need for a perfect white sneaker, and so you know, it still was in the back of my mind. I was thinking about it every once in a while. I was trying to find new little angles that's never been done before. And I was talking to the owner of KOIO after we were kind of working on a different collaboration. It just didn't work out. And so we're like, well, what if we did the perfect white sneaker? Like, what if there is something that hasn't been done before that could improve these things that might work for that perfect white sneaker? And so I just thought about it for a couple weeks, and then we got another call. I was like, I think I have an idea, because all of the perfect white sneakers, they all basically have those leather lasting boards. They're built more like dress shoes than they are actual sneakers. Because with the Gorals, you have that thick lasting leather, and then the upper's wrapped underneath and it's strobo stitched. With Crown Northampton, it's the same thing, but I think it's just glued, and you have like cork filling, you got a bunch of other crazy stuff. You got oak bark tan, super thick insoles. And so it's already covered. And I'd never once seen a Strobel stitch construction sneaker done with that Strobel board, that little thin layer. It's usually like a woven fabric or material. I've never once seen a shoe use leather for that material. It's always synthetic materials. And we've seen leather lasting boards in other shoes, but never once a Strobel stitched. And the benefit of Strobel stitch over the other types of lasting where it's wrapped underneath is you don't have all that material wrapped underneath. So you don't have all those high spots and low spots. You don't have all that bulk, and you don't have all those layers that every time you're walking, you have to bend all those layers, so it creates a really rigid shoe, which some people like, and that's part of the benefit of that style of construction is that it does have that thick leather, has that rigidity, has that strength, has all those materials, but they're a little bit heavy, they're a little bit clunky, and they're big. And so I was like, the leather Strobel sock could solve a lot of those problems, because then you'd have a little layer of leather on the inside. It's going to compress the shape of your foot. It's not going to smell as much. It's going to last a lot longer, and you're going to get all the benefits of those super high-end white sneakers without all the crazy redundancy of wrapping underneath and all the layers and all that stuff. So that's what I think is in this box. I think this is the first prototype, and I have no idea if it's gonna work. I don't know how it's gonna feel. I know nothing about it, and this is just rendition 1.0. So I know this is already long, but I'll try to keep it pretty short, just to kind of show it to you, because then we're gonna have a final prototype at some point down the road. So let me go grab my knife. What knife are we using? It's this Dimco titanium knife. These scales are titanium. Dimco's got this really cool action where you don't need to push anything to open it up, but that little trigger on top locks the blade into place. So instead of having a little button here or back here, you just pull that like a little trigger and it releases the action. Makes it real slick. And Dimco's sponsored a video or two, so we just have a bunch of these floating around, and they're really nice knives. So if you want a pair, you could buy a pair. If you want a knife, check them out via links in my description, and let's unbox it. I didn't really need a knife for this, but whatever. Maybe we'll still need one. We can pretend. Yeah, these knives are great for opening boxes and stuff. It's knife demo. Ooh. So obviously it's modeled after the Capri, their white sneaker. So it looks, the actual design itself is no different. It's what's inside that matters. So let's see what it looks like inside. Pull out the actual insole to get to that Strobel board. Yes! That's so cool. I don't think anyone's ever done this. I haven't seen it anyway. Ooh, that feels cool. I like that. See how it's all Strobel stitched in there? I don't know if you can see it on the top-down camera. And it looks like it's sewn really, really well. It's like evenly spaced. It's not big looping, inconsistent stitches like you see in like huge brands like Nike and Adidas. So that's what this is. So the benefit you get from all this is exactly what I said. You get that leather quality, it compresses the shape of your foot, it doesn't smell as much, it's gonna last a lot longer. When you resole, it's gonna be a lot easier to resole, but you don't have all the rigidity and the bulk of a normal tucked under construction that we see from all the real high-end leather sneakers. And I probably should have bent that right off the bat. But we'll go over some more of the leather choices and some of the other stuff in the next unboxing with probably the close to the final or the final design, because we went hard on the leather choices. And I think we found some really, really good but shockingly expensive white leather that I think you guys are gonna like. So that's that. Be on the lookout for this probably over the next few months. Just want to give you guys a little sneak peek and kind of give you the concept of it. So let me know what you think. If you want a pair of these when they drop, be sure you're on that limited edition email list in the description, because that's how we launch all these products. And what it does is it allows you to get early access by 2 to 4 hours, and so you can get in the front of the line to make sure you get your product sooner, and also so they don't sell out, so you miss out on a pair. And the week leading up to the launch, we'll send you sizing information, specs, other information you might need, how to wear, and basically everything you need to know. So as soon as it goes live, you just push that button and get it ordered. So I think that's it. Thanks for everything you guys do. This is so fun. It's cool to be able to, that's the whole point I was telling you about. I was like, this is super exciting for me. It's something that's never been done or that I've never seen, compared to just making another white sneaker. I have zero interest in just like making that. but I have all the interest in doing this. So thank you guys for supporting these collaborations. It's a huge part of how we're doing this and cutting brand new stuff apart every week. And it's going to help us get to the next stage of this whole thing that we're going to start implementing at that 1 million subscriber mark. So thank you guys. See ya.